E aí, pessoal, quem fala com vocês é Daniel do canal Games Gameplays. Estou mais uma vez aqui com Final Fantasy XVI, fazendo a DLC de The Rising Tide, se eu estou pronunciando correto, né? Estou fazendo a missão A Maré Ascendente. Lembrando e dando um adendo aí a vocês, pessoal, que tô fazendo a série dessa DLC e tem a próxima DLC também, que eu não vou saber pronunciar o nome corretamente aqui. Então bora lá, acho que, se eu não me engano, a gente tem uma boss fight pra fazer aqui agora. Lembrando que pra fazer essas DLC, pessoal, tem que estar no final do jogo, tá? Não tem como acessá-la antes. E algumas tem que fazer missões específicas aí pra liberar a próxima DLC, entendeu? Senão não tem como fazer.
Only me. Once
Vamos pular esses diálogos secundários
the
aqui.
forest grows
Vamos
quickly
direto para o que
here.
interessa.
Left unattended, the path would be reclaimed in a matter of moons.
Does the light point the way to the child?
It does indeed.
Look at all the droplets of water.
Vamos direto para o ponto lá, ó. O mar, parece que o mar congelou, alguma coisa do tipo.
For 80 summers.
Olha isso,
It's not
caramba, hein?
right.
No, it's not.
O mar levantou e congelou. Como isso foi possível?
There. Up ahead.
Ou o tempo parou, ou o mar congelou de fato. Mas acho que foi o tempo que parou. Olha lá. Caramba, hein?
Down in the center. Follow me.
Que é aquilo, um bebezinho?
He's still primed. I'll never forget my first priming. The fear. And I was old enough to understand what was happening. One can only imagine how this poor child felt.
Caramba.
He is the victim of an unforgivable sin. Committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end. He must be so frightened.
Then I'll ease his burden.
You don't mean?
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing dominants for no reason. What if I told you there was a way to remove Wallis's icon?
I tell you, you were a madman.
It's hard to believe, I know. But it can be done. Though, it isn't without its risks. Part of the icon remains no matter what.
So, it might still come to violence.
I don't know. It depends on the dominant. I've seen things end well, and I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing. If we turn our backs on this child, there will be no end to his suffering. And I think that a worse fate than the alternative. Don't you?
Very well. Do what you must. And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
Eita, assumiu a responsa.
Don't be afraid, little one. Let me bear the weight. Hush now. It's going to be all right.
Is it done?
I think so. I can feel the icon inside me. But something's wrong.
É a manifestação do Akon, será? É óbvio.
He wasn't just afraid. He was angry. All right. Let's see what you've given me.
Poder da água. Ótimo. The Rising Tide. Incrível. Entendi.
Leviathan!
No, just a negative, but a formidable adversary nonetheless.
Oh, look. It has friends.
Vamos lá, vamos lá. Show de bola. Causar um dano massivo que a gente tem que derrotar, hein? Esse lixo aqui. Ah, não pegou. lá.
You're finished.
Aí. Boa. Deu pra pegar um XPzinho aí. Bom. Bora continuar, vamos ver qual é que era.
Is everyone all right?
He seems calmer now.
You said Walius was frozen in time. But he knew we were here. How?
I don't know. He's never reacted to anything or anyone. Until now.
The child has been bound for nigh on a century. If he has been conscious from the first, we must remove the seal at once.
It's not that simple. I wish it were, but... there's more to this tale.
I see. Then let's return before it gets dark.
I'm sorry, Walius.
Complicada a situação. Se descongelar o tempo, a aldeia vai pro ralo. E mais um troféu aqui, fluxo.
So
No.
good.
Bom, vou passar essa parte aqui do diálogo. Vou seguir direto lá. A gente precisa.
Look there, the Xvi's back. Do you think it's...
The broom is your war.
To understand the spell which binds Walius, you must first know who we are, and what drove my forebears to commit such an atrocity. This tapestry is our story, the one that brought us here. After generations of wandering, my people sought refuge in northeastern Storm, some 170 years ago. But in exchange for our safety, the Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith, and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated, as a lesson to others.
And so was it chronicled in the imperial histories, for anything less would have made the Church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west, and in doing so discovered two things that would forever shape our fates. The first was an old legend, revealing how to make your very own mother crystal.
But that's impossible.
As they were soon to discover, aye, far too late. Our ancestors convinced themselves that they could recreate the divine if they could only find a strong enough heart. A living being capable of channeling torrents of ether. And the heavens provided.
A dominant. Well, yes.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his icon. Leviathan would have destroyed everything, had our people not made their second important discovery. A means to stop time itself.
Where did they find that? The Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived, the land was uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak. Her body had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, they'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
But Drake's eye did fall.
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late. As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled her to this forsaken place to live out the few days she had left. Knowing her suffering, our ancestors cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell. That even though she should die, her legacy might live on. So armed with both the knowledge of the ancients and the secrets of time, our ancestors settled upon an ambitious plan. They would create a new Mother Crystal and enchant it that it might endure for all eternity. Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering, finally end, and prosperity visit us once more. And all it would require was the sacrifice of a single child. A small price to pay, or so they believed.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the Mother Crystals. So we know the seal's source. How do we break it and restore the flow of time?
Do you recall the dome of light on top of the cliffs to the west? Inside lie the ruins of an old temple. It was there that the witch built the Vare, a conduit of sorts that channels her remaining ether into the surge. But it's been a long time, and now there are others who...
Then we shall go prepared. That said, it may be best if one of...
You think the village could be...
We saw the ether flow from Wallius in all directions, but only encountered a single Thamet. There will be more.
Bem interessante essa história aí dessa DLC, pessoal.
Then I shall stay.
You have my thanks.
Então bora ver o que a gente pode fazer aqui, né? Eu vou pular esse diálogo. Vamos direto para a missão. Bem interessante.
The Vare is not easy
Olha,
to
abriu
find.
missões
You must first head
secundárias.
north, and then west,
Interessante.
deeper into the forest.
No sign of the child.
Tem até um ferreiro aqui.
What is it you want?
Olha, uma espada mais forte pra gente. Interessante.
I'd like to see another smith do better. Till next time, then.
Pelo menos tem uma arma um pouquinho mais forte.
Just
Is everything all right?
Fazer essa missão o mais rápido possível para ganhar mais um XPzinho e depois a gente segue em frente. Falar com o ferreiro. Agora quem é o próximo? Peraí, tem mais um aqui. Aham, mais um pra cá.
Let's see what the healer makes of this.
Falta falar com mais uma pessoa, depois eu vou ativar a próxima missãozinha secundária que abriu ali. E aí tudo certo.
Bastard things. Oh, I never should have let him go alone.
Aproveitar e vou ativar essa missão aqui.
I can try.
Assim, depois só correr atrás dessa missão, né?
One came by the ships, another by the river. Better get moving.
Hail, stranger.
I would if I could.
Mais uma missãozinha secundária. Bah! Não esperava, achava que era a continuação da primeira. Essa aqui é uma terceira missão secundária, agora sim. Bom, pessoal, acho que eu vou fazer em off essas missões aqui, né? Deixa eu ver, cadê o número 1? Cadê o número 1? Tá longe o número 1. É, tá lá a 200 metros. Então, pessoal, acho que eu vou fazer em off essas missões secundárias porque abriu um leque de missão enorme aqui. Não esperava que abrisse tanto. Então tá, pessoal, na próxima gameplay me foco totalmente na parte do modo história aqui, né? E aí a gente prossegue em frente aqui. Um abraço e fui!